The former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar said to obedience, let's meet at primary. My question is, does it mean you are meant to be a president of primary, not president of Nigeria? So why are you boasting with primary each time you make boast of primary? Okay, you are having it in mind that after all, you can defeat Obi at primary. If you defeat Obi at primary, what next? Come win president generally, let's see. If that is the case, that obedience should wait you at primary. If you win primary, then what next? Are you not ashamed of yourself at this level? Because you know your way to muzzle out other people at the primary level, but you cannot muzzle them at general election. Atiku, he fuck up. Seriously, he fuck up. Then win him at primary, then what next? Come and win general election, let's see. If primary is what we are boasting with, you've never fought for once make an attempt to win general election, because only primary. President of primary. Presidency is not only on primary. If you win primary, finish. Come win general election, let's see.
When I was doing my NYSC, Baba Atiku was an aspirant, and in 2018 we contested primaries together. In 2023 we contested again, I as a vice president elsewhere, when his vice president had left him. And for God's sake, in 2027 again. There is need for a new generation of Nigerian leaders, and they do exist. Like I said, a whole new generation are waiting for a new leader to lead them to a new party. There are good Nigerians. There are people capable of solving Nigerian problems. But they are discouraged by the expensive, difficult, treacherous system full of godfathers and bad promises to make. But there are good Nigerians who are looking for that leader to lead them to fix Nigeria's problems.
Atiku will never become Nigeria's president. This message is directed to former Vice President Aliyu Atiku Abubakar, a man with a recommendable idea and a clear vision for Nigeria progress. Is undoubtedly one of the most philanthropic individuals I have ever known. However, without claiming to be a prophet or pastor, I say with conviction that I do not believe is destined to become the president of Nigeria. This is not a matter of personal bias or political sentiment, but a vision I received in 2004, one of the remarkable clarity and certainty. At that time, I shared this revelation with my aunt, my elder brother then serving as deputy governor in my state, and my late brother, who was a special advisor to the same deputy governor. All three were closely involved with Vice President Atiku political movement. Sadly, my message was not welcome. In fact, they turned against me, especially my uncle, who completely distanced himself because of my word. I vividly recall another moment in 2004 when my late brother asked me to bring him something from his wardrobe. I noticed a flyer, a t-shirt, and a towel labeled Turaki of Adamawa. I reminded him that despite his work for the vice president, then I knew Atiku was not destined to rule Nigeria. He laughed and told me to shut up, jokingly that I was a pastor without a church. And I even mentioned how my general overseer once buried a cow at the church, which drew so many people that it caused traffic along the Lagos-Ibadan expressway. I just laughed, because he doesn't know anything. No matter the effort, these resources, or the alliance form, Atiku Abubakar will not become the president of Nigeria. It is simply not written in his destiny. This is exactly what I saw. It is better, sir, I'm begging you in the name please give up this mandate. You are a good man. You have contributed into the life of many Nigerians. Please, for heaven's sake, the money you want to use for this presidential election, can you please use it to build factories so that our children that are graduating from, the university, some have graduated, they don't even have nowhere to work. Build more factory. Please, sir, I'm begging you in the name of God. If somebody will have talked to former Ariana Kakanfo of Yoruba land, late Kashimawo Moshood Abiola, may his soul continue to rest in peace, that he will not even sit at that, presidential filler. He will say no. But one thing is that at the end, after this man won election, he was arrested and locked up. Why he was locked up? He read through the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. What happened? I'm saying that this man is resting in peace right now, because it is not easy to study the Bible, read everything from Genesis to Revelation. So I'm begging you, sir, please let it go. If anybody asks you to step down, please do it humbly. Do it. Let it go. You are a good man. We need you. We want you to channel your money to somewhere else. Nigerians need help. Please, sir. And I pray that God will give you that enablement, the mind, to change your mind. Sleep and think about it. God bless you, sir.
Guys, don't be carried away by a recent statement attributed to Atiku where he says that he's not stepping down for P2B. You have to understand that 2027 is still a lifetime in politics, and no candidate should be saying at this point that he's going to step down for anybody. But all the candidates are supposed to be projecting strong influence, so that by the time they get to their convention, generate enough influence to be able to get the best deal possible. So eventually, the ADC bigwigs understand that P2B is going to be the presidential candidate, and also that the obedient movement are supporting P2B as a presidential candidate, not a vice presidential candidate. And wherever P2B goes, there they go. However, the ADC should continue to be fair to all the candidates, and at the same time ensure that they are working to generate more supporters, even reach out to other political parties that are not as strong as they are at the moment. So eventually, Atiku is going to do the right thing.
If they want to remove President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027, they should not present Alhaji Atiku Abubakar as their presidential candidate. If ADC should present Alhaji Atiku Abubakar as their presidential candidate, is dead on arrival, Atiku cannot defeat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's obvious. Let's remove sentiments. We know who is a better candidate between Atiku, Rotimi Amechi, and Peter Gregory Obi. If ADC want to win this election, all the top heads in ADC should pick Peter Gregory Obi as their presidential candidate. Apart from that, both Atiku, both Amechi is a walkover for APC. The only candidate that will challenge APC and win without rigging election is Peter Gregory Obi. Any other person apart from Peter Obi coming from ADC is a walkover for APC.
This is good that Obasanjo is supporting Peter Obi, because all of us need the betterment of this country, because the suffering they suffer for this country will not really like him. But if ADC want really dominate say they want really win over APC. ADC need to have one mind. ADC no need to get, they don't need to get different mind from that party. ADC need to have one mind to say, now this person, now we want to come outside as president. Now this person, now will come outside. There is no need of them selling ticket to other people. They will come by and they will come go to do primary election. Now win for there, go come become president. If they do it like that, there's going to be disunity among them. If they do it like that, there's going to be disunity among them. There's no need of them selling ticket to anybody. Or maybe these two people will sell ticket for them. They'll go to primary. Who can win for there? Now it will bring come outside. No. They should have one mind say, now this person, they all of them should gather together to say, now this person, now we want you to stand. The way APC they win over PDP during Buhari, all the parties mesh together. As they mesh together, they mesh also they say that Buhari now they want to come outside as president. That is the only reason when Buhari if he win against good luck. And that time things were cheap. That time with the fees with the suffer. Bag of rice that time how much? Many things that time was cheap. How much for car that time? People was even living fine that time during good luck. But we Nigerians say we think say with the suffer. Now make a reason and say that Buhari go fit change Nigeria, or maybe go fit bring bag of rice for 18,000 to 7,000 naira. But not knowing that when they come out for fry pan, they enter fire. Now as they join together, all of them will have one mind to say, now Buhari, now we want to come outside, now they remove good luck. That is the one mind that still want me ADC get. If Atiku say one come outside, he wants to buy ticket. Another person say one buy ticket. All of them can't buy ticket like that. They can't go do primary election. Unity not go day this year. I swear to God, they will never win APC like that. Go and mark this day. 2027, APC will see win. If ADC don't have this one mind, say there's no need of selling ticket to other people. We should just bring this person come outside. Now we will use state stand say now be our presidential candidate. That is the only way. ADC. Go fee withstand APC. You know the stand so not be this one I do so. You guys should have one mind. If you don't have one mind, there's no way. And there's no way any party can take over APC government 2027. I wish you guys good luck and I pray may Nigeria day great. You know the stand so.
Dele Momodu said that Atiku will not withdraw for P2B. According to the news, the former presidential candidate and close political ally of ex-Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Mr. Dele Momodu, on Thursday ruled out any possibility of Atiku withdrawing from the 2027 presidential race in favor of former Anambra State Governor, Mr. P2B. Atiku, who was the People's Democratic Party's presidential candidate in the 2023 election, formally joined the African Democratic Congress in November 2025, months after resigning from the PDP. The move was widely interpreted as a strategic step to secure the ADC's presidential ticket ahead of the 2027 general election. Last week, Obi, who gained over 6 million votes to finish third in the 2023 presidential election behind Atiku and the eventual winner, President Bola Tinubu, also defected from the Labour Party to the ADC. Share this video.
My people, just like everyone has said there, everyone has said that the only place Atiku has a right to rule in this country is only primary election. That is only place he can win and rule. Although, why are they saying this? Many persons now have noticed that Atiku is not coming for Nigerians, safety. They know that he's coming, to save his Fulani brothers. Because Atiku that you are seeing today, he has done so many things that you guys now should not forget. What Atiku has caused to many people's life is not that will never be forgotten. If you notice something within Atiku today, you will see something in Atiku's face that Atiku is now calm, and he has been calling a lot of celebrities to mingle with, for you to know the kind of people that politicians are. You know that politicians are always people where we say they know this game. They know how to like use your head whenever they know that election is approaching. If you see something recently, Atiku has just been calling all the youths that are, popular in this country just to confuse Nigerians that he's now a saint. Although one thing about Nigeria is that they don't, think about what you have done in the past. They normally think about what you are doing in the present. That is why the problem that Nigeria is facing will never go quick. Although the problem will go soon, but it won't go quick. So this is an article of a man. There is something many people have just been saying about him. Right from the first person down to the last person, and even people that are not here that you are seeing them today, even both offline, I mean, because if this man was a good person, there will at least be some persons who will be coming out to say that okay, what some persons are saying about him is wrong. But ever since that a lot of people are telling bad about Atiku, I've never seen a person who came out to say that what you are saying about Atiku is not right. Atiku has been somebody where you say, okay, he likes, his brothers. Who are his brothers that I have, been telling you about? You all know his brothers. You know that his coming is not just to come to save Nigerians. When you give this article of a man, that presidency, you that is there, where you say you are still having double mind that Atiku is better than Tinubu. If they give Atiku Abubakar presidency a day, you will know the kind of person where we say that man be. You will know how he will just turn everything upside down. And for me, Atiku is not better than anybody where we say he's from the south. As long as I say, okay, me I did, and as long as I say me, I know how politics plays. Because this Atiku, if you remember something that happens then, Atiku came out to like say something about how they buy this girl for their school in the northern part of Nigeria the other time. He came out when his people start, complaining. He had to just take down the thing he has condemned. For you to know that this article, he's not coming for you, but he's coming for himself. So, although in as much as many persons are now saying that Tinubu is not doing well, we all know. But what I should tell you today is this. You know that Atiku is a real Fulani. Even some, Hausa, they don't like him because they know how he has, been doing them in the north. Because ever since that things has been happening to Hausa people, you have never seen any Hausa or Atiku to come out to say that this is what a lot of Hausa is going through. But the other time that something happened to these Fulani people, Atiku came out to say something. And when this person, Otom, was ruling the Benue State, Atiku was the person who was even fighting Otom. Just because Otom has been person where we say, okay, he doesn't want any ranching in his own, state. Atiku was battling or fighting Otom until Otom resigns. When Otom resigns, you can see what is happening in Benue State today. Just because person where we say, if it's people like Atiku, it's not their willing. So if you go to Benue State, go to Plateau today, you know that a lot of condemnation is coming from this Atiku or a man, and some northern leaders, so we say the Fulani, they are just condemning what the Middle Belt governors are doing. That is why whenever any issue is in the Middle Belt, they will be scared of how they to tackle the issue. That is why I recommend Otom, because Otom has, he has worked for the people of Benue State, because as long as Nigeria just they concerned, there is no state that we don't know what is going on there, except we don't want to talk about it. That is just it. And for this article of a man, what I should tell him now is to go back to his primary. He should be ruling, or he should be winning only primary election. That is what God has, destined him to be. If it is that primary that he has been using to threaten people, it's what God has, made him or destined him to be doing. Let him keep winning the primary. But when we go to that 2027 election, he will know that Nigerians, we are not too stupid for him to just use our head to divert everything back to to their region. That be just it. And for those of you guys that have heard what everyone has said here, if you have anything to let us know, make sure just drop one below. And also, if today might be the first time you come in here, please kindly like, share, subscribe. Thank you.